It's time for another Showbiz Spotlight with a history lesson added at no extra charge, as George Clooney directs an incredible true story, The Boys in the Boat. It follows a junior varsity 8-men rowing team from the University of Washington who went on to compete in the 1936 Summer Olympics in Germany.
Washington Huskies coach is bringing an inexperienced boat to the competition.
They said we couldn't compete with the richest schools in the nation.
The Washington boat has taken the lead. Washington has done it.
I think all sports films are pretty fun and pretty inspiring, and I like the idea that these kids literally had to do it not because they had any understanding of rowing. They didn't know anything about rowing. They needed to eat. They needed to have a roof over their heads, and they just happened to ultimately be the Rolling Stones, along the way, and they happened to be truly great at what they did.
That bunch of kids rode like no one else that's ever come through here. Everybody else tires, they just get stronger.
We have a boat that I believe could qualify for an Olympic spot.
I just love watching people overcome obstacles, I think, because I always feel like that's the same in my head, that I doubt myself all the time.
Show what's in this book. I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Just always an opportunity to sort of romanticize certain periods of history, and you can see that in the set design and the costumes and sort of this sort of romanticism that we lean into.
For what it's worth, I'm proud of you boys.
Inspiring.
You missed the part where I told him not to tip over.
I think that we are always a product of our history, and I think we are always constantly reminded that there are very few things that really change. We go through periods of time where we're incredibly divisive and incredibly unkind to one another, and then we go through periods of time where we're incredibly kind and supportive of one another. This is a time where these guys got together and were incredibly supportive, so it's always good to remind ourselves that we're capable of this.
8-man crew is the most difficult team sport in the world. The average human body is just not meant for such things. Most of you will not be chosen.
Little single scull rowing, I have mad respect for anyone who can do that. Particularly, let's talk about the guys on the poster here that just put in the work for months.
And there's the flag! Washington has done it! Washington's junior boat has won their first competition! What a promising start for these young men!
It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, but because of that hardship and that excruciating journey that we were on, it only made it more rewarding once we achieved what we achieved. We set this target of 46 strokes per minute, which is what the boys did in the final in Berlin to win the race, and it took 5 months to get there. It's 8 blokes getting in a boat that have never done something before. 1, learning a new skill, and then 2, learning how to surrender to the boat, surrender their individuality, and become truly part of a team.
I could sit on the speedboat with a megaphone. They don't know. Yeah. Those kids don't have any idea. If I get in the boat, I prove what an idiot I am.
And the Olympic guys, that were teaching the boys, they had a wager out on me about when I was going to fall in. Not if, but when.
Yeah. But you didn't fall.
I didn't fall.
No.
So no one made any money off me, thank God.
Row for your country. Row for each other.
For all the people who never believed in you! As one! As one!
Thanks for watching another edition of the Showbiz Spotlight. If you can, please follow, subscribe, and like the Showbiz Syndicate. And check out other reviews and stories. I'm humbled and appreciative.